Gist with Jolly. Bringing you hot and direct gist. From the Nollywood, subscribe and turn notification bell.
I beg, who sabi this young man? Who knows this young man? Elokwuchu Godwin. I beg, if you know him in the Nollywood, I want you people to give him warning. Serious warning, serious. I'm not joking this time around now. I'm not joking. They should stop pairing him with Sonia. Why is it that he's full of disappointment? Why is it? I was going through his page on Instagram. I saw a movie of him with a lady. He was backing the lady. I said he was backing the lady while they were coming back from market. I said, why would they give this young man this kind of role with Sonia? Why you always giving this young man a disappointing role against Sonia? This movie, A Wife for Jonny, Abi, A Wife for Jonny. Abi, let me get it right. A Wife for Jonny. Why is he always disappointed? This is how he did in the other movie, where Sonia was busy and this young man said no, it is his girlfriend that is wearing lashes, that is this that he's going to go for. And the wife material they brought for him from the village, he blatantly refused. Until the gatesman had to nurture. I beg, don't give Sonia Uche with this young man again. Why is he full of disappointment? Anyway, Wife for Jonny is streaming on Nolly Family TV. Very interesting too. You will crack your, in fact, you crack your ribs. Somebody asked on our group and said, why is it that Sonia, are you even sure that Sonia is following scripts? If you watch this movie, you will doubt as well that, are you sure all these things that Sonia is displaying is on the script? Sonia may be skipping script though, honestly, because she does this effortlessly, as in seamlessly, without forcing it. There are people you will watch and you see that they are forcing their acting. You will notice it by the way they are just forcing with all the energy, but she just does it like that without, just leave it. Is it broken bottle? Is it broken pidgin? We used to call it broken bottle, like pidgin English. Leave it for Sonia. Is it a village scene? Leave it for Sonia. Is it naive village wife? Leave it for Sonia. Which area can't you leave for this young lady? Is it polished? When it comes to polish, she will give it to you, quality one. This movie will crack you. If it will crack you down, hands down. If you're not in the right mood, better just go and bury yourself. Sorry, which guy is buried, Julie, and go and just forget about that problem with this movie. You will so laugh. Do you know, I literally laughed at the place where the young man Edwin, Ray, was telling the guy, I just gave you 2 million, 1 million for your hair, this, and the lady Sonia was eating and she was looking at them. When the girlfriend of Ray left, Sonia had to call and say, bros, come, I beg. That place, I was like, Sonia. She said, if to say then they beat person, put, wait till they call them, put sense for the brain. Say now waiting, if to say it don't be small picking again. Now waiting that for do you just now. 1 million for it. Now if allied people just collect that hair now, so 1 million don't go. Why is Sonia like this? Honestly speaking, I didn't want to give a review of this movie, and if you watch it closely, I'm not giving the review. I'm just telling you the tip of the iceberg. Just go there and feast yourself and just watch this movie. You will so laugh and laugh. You will fall to the ground. You will fall to the ground. And I think that is why they know she's very good in this very area. They actually know that Sonia is good in this area, and that is why they always call her for those roles. That doesn't mean that she doesn't like a polished English. And if you watch her vlog and you watch the newspaper this thing that she wrote this September, this newspaper publication about her, when you read that place, and she said she grew up in the village with her grandmother, and that is why she preferred most of these village scenes. You understand? Because she has already knows the everything about village life. You understand? Somebody who grew in the village, like me too. I grew up in the village. I lived in the village for like, before leaving for the city, I lived like when 1 2 I lived in the village for 3 good years. I did my schooling from primary 2, basic 2, 3, and 4, and before leaving for the city. So me too, I understand all this village life in one way or the other. That's why Sonia said on that newspaper, if you check the newspaper publication of Punch newspaper or September, you will find where she wrote that, where she said she stayed with her grandmother in the village. After she finished her school, she went to stay with her grandmother. That's why she preferred all this village role. You understand? So, and she does it effortlessly. I don't know. The cast in this movie is Bere or Caro. You see a Godwin, Elokwuchu. You see a Ray, emoji. These are the Sonia Uche. These people we give, and then let me just give a small tip. You understand? And the Elokwuchu was in outside Nigeria, married with kids, 3 children, unknown to Sonia Uche, and Ebere happens to be Elokwuchu's mother, who has been pressurizing him to marry, that she would never accept a white woman as a wife. She needs a Nigerian wife who will bear children for her, that she will stay with and see and touch and carry. You having children overseas where she's not even seeing you people is not acceptable to her. And his younger brother, he sent money for him to buy a house, build a house in Nigeria for him, but he too stayed in the younger brother also stayed. That's Ere stayed in his house, minding his business for him while he's abroad. And so he had to like tell the younger brother to go and stand in for him, since he will not be in Nigeria for the traditional wedding. And they went, Ebere and the son went to marry Sonia on behalf of the son who is abroad, and came to the city where it happens that the brother stays, and they were there waiting for the young man to come back from abroad. Sonia was at the same time cooking for everybody, because Ray, being a single man, and he has a girlfriend who is a city girlfriend who does not want to suffer or doesn't want to stress her life, doesn't cook. They always like pay cooks to bring food for them and the rest. Ever since Sonia came into the house, no Sonia, when it comes to Sonia, you can trust her in the kitchen, housewife and everything. She took over the cooking, and Ray stopped eating. And his friend came one day asking him, how is it that you don't come out to eat anymore? And the fact that the person you always patronize is not even out of the country, you're not aware of it. He said, because since my brother's wife came in, I've stopped eating outside, and she's very good at that. The friend happens to like tasted Sonia's food and attested to the fact that this young lady is really home material. And ever since, Sonia had been in this house waiting for the husband to come back. In fact, I'm not going to. This is where I'm going to stop. I want you to watch this movie, honestly. A wife for Jonny, he needed to see Emody along the line fell in love with Sonia because of her attributes, her funny way, her sense of humor, and hardworking. And she had to start work. Even when the husband said, I'll be sending money for her upkeep, she said no, she wants a business where she can be making money. And the array helped her and established a business, and that was it. Ray started falling in love for Sonia, but he can't step out of that boundary because this is my brother's wife. But at the end of the day, the Godwin, that is why I said I want to warn you. When he came back, he said the wife called him that, okay, you went to marry a Nigerian wife and the rest. In fact, I'm divorcing you, I'm going to divorce you. And Godwin, with fear and everything, said, I'm going back to go and repair my broken home. I don't think I can continue with this marriage. Why is it, Elokwuchu? Why are you always breaking Sonia Uche's heart? Always using her. In fact, Sonia made a statement that said, all you people did was to use me as a backup wife. Hey, backup wife. That was what they used Sonia for. All these years, 2 years people have been using me for backup wife, don't know that you already had a wife. But at the end of the day, after the whole heartbreaks and everything, I was so happy for Ray, because Ray had been dying for this young girl without even telling her. At the end of the day, he had to let her know, but he was on the influence of alcohol. So they didn't believe, but at the end of the day, everything was clarified, and eventually fell in love for her. This movie was so cracking. You needed to watch that place where the husband finally came back to Nigeria and Sonia saw him, and you needed to see how Sonia jumped on him. The movie is so interesting. So if you have not seen it, A Wife for Jonny, if you are listening to my voice, I didn't want to give this review. I said it's not all Sonia Uche's movie that I'll be giving review. It is not all, but I just wanted to use this opportunity to warn Elokwuchu that please don't do this to Sonia next time, because if you do, all of us are going to come after you. Anyway, it's an amazing piece from all the cast and crew. I give it to all of you. Thumbs up. An interesting one. One will say, why is Sonia always accepting this role? It's because they know that she's very good at it, and she does excellently with it. And do you know one thing? The director, did you watch the director? Sonia's director was there. That was Ray's best friend in this movie. And he was, in his Instagram one time, when he was praising Sonia, that Sonia cooked for them while on set, that Sonia prepared everything from the beginning to the end, and they were praising it, and they were praising her. This was in real life situation, but in this movie he continued the praise by praising her, that this lady is wife material, she's good, in fact she cooks excellently. He did not, it is not just an outward praise for the movie, but he actually meant what he was praising. From these real life praises to movie praises, he wants to tell the whole world that in actual sense, Sonia Uche is not just anyhow person, but all wife material. If you have not seen this movie, please, it is still streaming on Only Family TV. Go and support Sonia Uche on this very one. Anyways, thank you my people. Till I come again, don't forget to still warn Elokwuchu for me, because he's the reason why I'm making this gist. Thank you so much.